Hello, potato. It is spring now, and that means it's time to start bringing out all the summer things. The summer clothes, the summer toys, and of course, the summer foods, which means it must be time for Lay's American Arm to come up with this year's attempts at, I don't know, meme-worthy viral flavors. I don't know what their intent is, but every year around the summertime, usually in the beginning of spring, we see at least a handful of new potato chip flavors, ranging from things like the old do us a flavor where they people suggested flavors, and Lay's would try what they assumed was the best ones, or at least the funniest ones, like cappuccino. Or we'll get things themed to restaurants. Like a couple years ago, we had things themed to like El Torito and some Nashville chicken place I'd never heard of. Or like I believe it was last year, where they apparently were completely bankrupt of ideas, and we had ketchup and mustard flavored, which the mustards were actually, as I recall, a lot better than one might expect. Well, this year we apparently are still kind of bankrupt on the ideas, because I feel like today's flavor is going to be kind of a rehash of one we've seen before. I think the one that was actually El Torito branded, and that is West Coast inspired crispy taco flavor. Yeah, it's not the first time that Lay's has done a taco flavored, but I'm pretty sure the El Torito one was taco flavored. I could be wrong though, but I know they had an El Torito one, and I know we've had taco ones before. But this one, I don't think it'll taste exactly like that. Honestly, it's been a couple years, so I don't really remember what those taste like anyways. The only like consistent taco flavored crisp out there is Doritos, and even that's not always available, but it does always kind of taste the same. Flavor that hits home. Bite into memorable moments with West Coast inspired spice and a savory crunch. Which other flavors hit home? What does that say down there? That's what it says. Which other flavors hit home? 160 calories per serving, 8 servings per container, servings at 15 chips, and that gets you 7% of your daily sodium there. 2 grams of protein, 6% of your vitamin C and potassium. That's not nothing. And predictably enough, the main ingredient is potatoes. Onion powder, tomato powder, garlic powder, yeast extract, cheddar cheese. So we're gonna get something cheesy and spicy. I'm not seeing anything in those ingredients that makes me think like meaty. It does show meat rather prominently in both the picture here. I'm assuming the brown stuff is meant to be meat. And I'm assuming that's meant to be meat. So I'm expecting a little bit of a meaty flavor here based on the pictures, but not so much on the instructions, or not instructions, ingredients. So let's crack it open, give it a try. Being here on the West Coast, this should taste like home, right? A West Coast taco? Oh, no, I mean to me, tacos are like Jim Boy's and Taco Bell, and of course Jack in the Box, the home of the Christmas taco. So look at them. Oh, they survived shipping pretty well. Kind of all in one piece in there. Nicely seasoned, good coloring. It smells like McCormick's taco seasoning. I do actually get, well, smelling the bag, not so much the individual chip, but smelling the bag, I do actually get kind of a meaty scent. It does kind of smell of beef in there, which is interesting, because the individual chip doesn't. The individual chip smells like taco seasoning. Which isn't to say it smells bad, it just doesn't smell as meaty as the bag does, which is weird. I guess it's just the concentration of flavors in there. Let's give it a try. Taste the cheese. Taste the spices, a little like a taco sauce. I get almost a certain lightness like the lettuce. What is that coming off of? Sour cream in there. Well, that's probably part of the lightness too, is sour cream. But I get almost like the taste of the lettuce. But yeah, it tastes like taco sauce and cheese, and again, like a little bit, again, like a sense of lettuce, or at least what my mind interprets as lettuce. I'm not really getting a beefy flavor that goes along with the smell of the bag. But the texture of the potato does actually seem to create a little kind of an underlying bland savoriness compared to the flavoring of the seasoning on it. I'm definitely getting the sour cream and the cheese. And I'm getting lettuce. Maybe it's just a suggestion from the package. The more I eat of them, the more dominant the cheese and the sour cream is becoming. They're kind of like taking over the majority of the flavor for me. To the point that that's mostly what I'm choosing, which is not a bad thing. I'm getting now mostly like cheese, sour cream, and like spice. But the spice is almost more as like a gentle heat, not as like a flavor. But overall, yeah, not bad. Certainly not Lay's worst offering, and honestly, a little better than I kind of expected. I kind of thought I'd be a little let down on this. Now, does it taste like the taco from a couple years ago? I don't remember. And I'm sure that's part of what they count on when they probably are releasing just like slightly tweaked flavors again, but with a couple years gaps. You don't really remember for sure what the other one tasted like. And even if you had, for some reason, still had a 2-year-old bag of taco potato chips, they would not probably taste very good based on there being a 2-year-old bag of potato chips. But certainly not thinking like, this is going to turn me around and make me like potato chips. I do like corn chips, Doritos specifically, more than potato chips in general. Just for the texture, they don't seem to break up quite so easily. But these aren't bad. I can see us buying another couple bags of these before the summer is over. And hey, if there's any more of these West Coast inspired flavors, well, we'll have to give them a try as well. But that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you found it all interesting or entertaining. Have you tried the West Coast inspired crispy taco chips? What do you think? Do you remember the old taco chips? And do you have a better memory of like the flavor than I do? How do they taste compared to each other to you? Let me know in the comments. But I hope you found it all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.